So I went to see the Avengers last night, and it was just amazing. I went in there thinking that it was not gonna be as good as I hoped, but it ended up surpassing my expectations. There was plenty of action, there was good chemistry between all the characters, and if there's like one thing I really like about it, it's unlike most hero movies, they didn't have they didn't take it. Okay, I don't know how to put this. Well, all right, unlike the Batman movies, the Avengers does take itself seriously, but not too seriously like Batman does. And well, I'm just really speechless about the movie. It was just real great. And hey, this was my first IMAX experience too, so what a way to have it. The 3D itself was pretty good actually, and I hate 3D with a passion. But this one, I didn't mind it. But for the past Marvel movies, like with Captain America and Thor, I didn't like those in 3D. But this one, I liked. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna get a 3D TV and now watch it in 3D though. Um, all the actors give good performances, and I'm sure everyone could already tell what how good the performances of Samuel Jackson, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., and Chris Evans are. And the one actor that people are most interested about is probably Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. I personally really enjoyed it. He reminded me a lot of the Bill Bixby Banner back from the old Incredible Hulk series. And that was a really good banner. And hey, I even hear that thanks to Ruffalo's performance in this, they're actually thinking about making more Hulk movies. If that's the case, then I hope he stays the Hulk. I mean no disrespect to Edward Norton, but I really can't picture Edward Norton being in this movie. Um, I guess I guess I could say one of my favorite scenes in the movie is well, I don't think this will count as spoilers because I'm sure everyone else has seen this in the trailer. But in the trailer, you see Captain America arguing with Tony Stark, saying the take if you take the suit away, what are you? Genius, millionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Well, if you've seen that, then of course there's a lot more to it. But the way they argue with each other, it's really well done. You think that they'd kind of go overboard, but it never goes overboard at all in the movie. And the fight scenes, especially the last act, really good. Makes you wish that other movies could be as good as that, at least in that sense. Um, okay, what else is there to say? Sorry that I'm just kind of rambling on. It's just that there's just too much to talk about, but there's so little because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Hawkeye. The way they portrayed Hawkeye was pretty good. I especially like the way they did the arrows. Before Hawkeye was before I could picture Hawkeye in this. Oh no, wait, that's not a good way to put it. Before I knew that Hawkeye would be in the Avengers movie, I thought, okay, that's not a good way to do it either. Um, all right, let's say I knew Hawkeye was in the movie before it came out. I just wondered how they would incorporate his arrows into the movie. Like I always thought of him picking out which arrow he wanted to use based on like the feathers on the end of it. But in this one, instead, he has a control on his bow that kind of puts the arrowhead on. the arrows. Like he'll just press a button if he wants an explosive arrow, if he wants a grappling arrow, whatever kind of arrow he wants. And I thought that was a really good way to do it. Way better than the way I pictured it being. Um, well, if none of you have seen this, I say go see it as soon as you can because it'll definitely be worth it. And I know a lot of people will get mad at me for this, but I don't think that the Batman movie is gonna do anywhere near as good as the Avengers has. But hey, I'll probably be wrong. But hey, well, but the Avengers will is now my number one favorite movie so far until they make Avengers 2 or something along those lines. And if any of you have seen it already, then feel free to point out mistakes I've made or things I should have mentioned but I didn't. And have a good day.